Good afternoon, everybody. This is my kale soaking in vinegar water. It's been in here for like an hour because I wanted to clean it. And then I'm going to be dehydrating some of it and blanching some of it. The noise you hear in the background is the dehydrator. Let me show you. Here's my food dehydrator. Eric had something on it. I don't know what this is. I think it was some, what are those things called? Some of the garlic, the wild garlic that grows in our yard. But I have it on because I just washed it and I wanted to dry it out a bit. And then I'm going to put some kale on it. There are 4 racks, so I'm not going to be able to put a lot on here, but I'm going to put some on here for today. And then I'm going to probably save some to do tomorrow as well. And I'm going to blanch the rest. All right, y'all, so I have gotten all the kale rinsed or soaked in the vinegar water, and now I've taken them off of the stalks. I'm rinsing them one more time in bowls of water, and then I'm going to de-stem them. I decided to change to 3 bowls because 2 bowls were not big enough to enable the kale to soak when I push them down like this. I want to get them all covered in water. So what I'm doing is rinsing them, just giving them one more little rinsing to get any more vinegar water off. Then I am going to de-stem them, and after de-stemming them, I will go on to the process of blanching or putting them on the dehydrator because all of them are going to go through one of those 2 processes. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to strip these. It's called just stemming. I'm just going to take the kale. I don't like to have to go through the whole process of doing a knife, like using a knife and cutting the stem off. So what I do is just grab the kale leaf and kind of pull the stem, pull up, and I end up with a bit of the stem left and then the leaves in my hand. That's really convenient and a lot faster. It's just a quicker way to get the job done. For these little ones, I'll do it as well, but I probably won't be quite as deliberate about it because I won't care so much about if the little stems get in there. But the bigger ones I definitely will take more time with to make sure that I get that big stem out, because with blanching it, I just don't want to have to fight with that stem. And also when I'm dehydrating it here in my dehydrator, I don't want to have these stems in there. That'll take forever to dry out, and I don't really do anything with the stems. So I'm just going to pull the stems out and keep the leaves. All right, so now that I have stemmed all of the kale, and Josh helped me with it because I was like, I'm desperate. So I'm gonna cut it up, and I'm just gonna cut it so that it fits kind of nicely in the dehydrator. Some of them are already small, right? Like they're not that big. Those are individual leaves, but some of the bigger pieces, like in this bowl here, I wanna cut those up. I'm just gonna just go over them with a knife. Just put a bunch on my cutting board and literally just cut them with my knife so that they're smaller and can actually go into the dehydrator well. So that's a smaller piece now, so that I would feel better about putting that in the dehydrator than those big pieces. So that's what I'm gonna take some time and do now. Got 3 big, well, 2 bowls in a pot. And then I will put them in the dehydrator. And y'all, I've kind of changed my mind. I think that I am just going to dehydrate all of it because it's not as much. Like I've got, I don't know if you can see this pot, this bowl, and then this bowl. So I feel like, uh-oh, I fell to the floor. Put that over there. I feel like there's not too much to dehydrate, although it will take me some days. But I'll just store what isn't done yet in the fridge. And then I will dehydrate each day. It'll have to be, I'm thinking it'll take at least a day for most of them, like a batch. That's my guess. Now I could be wrong. It could take longer than that. But either way, it's easier than freezing, than blanching and freezing. And I like the idea of something stored that's shelf stable rather than having to rely on freezing, because there's just events, you know, you never know if power's going to go out. And I don't assume I'm going to lose power, but I prefer to have things that are shelf stable when possible. So in case you're wondering why is she just pushing this over like this, it's because I don't have another bowl right now. I don't want to put these into one of the other bowls. I want to put them all back in this same bowl. I think that might be a pipe dream though. As I go through this, if I see pieces that are like that are kind of brown, I just get rid of them. Just pull it out. That's bigger than I want it to be. Anyway, I'll get back to y'all when I'm done cutting. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to cover it with the lid and then plug it in and it's going to get going. Just to give you a view from the top, there's, like you can see here, a little hole that blows hot air up. I want to make sure that that is clear. And each tray also is grated, right? There are slits in it so that air will blow up. Now, I put a lot of kale in here. I feel like I'm trying to move fast and there's just not going to be a way to move that fast. But this is how I've filled it. I still have this much kale left, y'all. This is an enormous bowl. So it will be a week of dehydrating kale. I'm going to put the rest of this in the fridge in baggies and plug this bad boy in. Thank you both. Thank you for your service. Actually, Raven, I know you're not laying any eggs, ma'am. But this little girl down here who's bullied, I know she is faithfully laying eggs. Everybody else is back there enjoying their kale leaves. Oh, snap. Either licorice or Tiny just chased off one of the gray ones and stole her leaf. But anyway, thank y'all. These are beautiful. We'll take them. Bye, girlies. See you later. See ya later, as my nephew used to say. Bye. Okay, next project is to take my sweet potato flips and transfer them to cups of water. Now, listen, don't judge me. I use actual glasses because I don't have clear cups. This is what I have. Actually, maybe I can use my mason jars. Hold that thought. Use a mason jar. Yeah, that's better. Okay, there. So what I should have done, I should have taken this slip off like last week. This one is probably about the size that you want to mess with, right? It's a good size. Hopefully that's focused and you can see it's like a hand and a half for me. This one is super duper tall. It's like 1, 2, 3 hands. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it off at the base, right at the base. So you can see the base right here, and there's a root ball. All I'm gonna do is just twist it until it breaks off. Broken off. It's okay. And I'm gonna put it in the water. Oops. It really is that easy. These ones are still kind of small because this one was taking all the attention. So I'm gonna put this back in here and give it some more water in a few more days. Take this one off next. I'm gonna put that in there too. And you can see now it's just the stems in the water. what's going to happen is that these are going to start growing roots, like these grew roots from the bottom of the potato plant. These are going to start growing roots, and then we'll be able to plant them in the ground at that point. I like how the leaves have this, like, I don't know if you can see the purple that's in them. That's how I know these are the purple. I also know because I took them from the purple sweet potatoes, but they have that purple in them because they are the purple sweet potatoes. So I think that that's really cool. Just something that looks nice on them. I'm gonna put these two back in the window. Then I'm gonna start my next project. And before I do that, let me show you something. I don't know if you can see these nubs here. There are these 3 nubs right here by the base of this leaf. There's some by the base of this leaf. There's some here by the base of this leaf. There's little nubs. These are all areas where roots are gonna grow out and create new baby sweet potatoes. Those are the spots where you have the potential for sweet potatoes to grow. Don't tell Eric that I didn't use a cutting board. Which end was the root end? Doing it. Oh, y'all, don't judge me. Eric is gonna definitely watch this, and he's gonna have something to say, and he won't be wrong. He won't be wrong. But I done did it already. So I'm doing more regular sweet potatoes, the red ones, the orange ones, because I want more of those. I love the purple ones. I think they're awesome and a lot of fun. They're denser. The consistency is a little bit different. And I love me a regular good old sweet potato. So I have 5 sweet potatoes to propagate starts so that I can go ahead and get sweet potato starts in the ground late April, May-ish. The other ones will definitely be ready sooner. I should have done this a long time ago, but it is what it is. I'm gonna get into it now. I'm satisfied with it. I'm gonna go ahead and get these on the windowsill. All right, y'all, so I was inside working at the table, but I shifted outside to do this last project of the day because I knew it was gonna involve potting, putting soil in the pots and stuff that I would need to do outside eventually anyway. So I wanted to show you all, I am going to be planting, my turmeric today. I got some turmeric from the grocery store actually. I bought it specifically at Kroger. I said, I'm gonna try it this year. I bought these pots earlier in the year and I'm just gonna put 1 turmeric in each pot, about 2 to 3 inches deep, probably about right here. Water them in and let them be, see what they do. So I bought 4 and they are not pretty. They're not attractive looking guys by any means. But I really want to start producing more kind of medicinal things in my garden. I have some calendula going. I'm starting chamomile. I already have an herb bed, which, you know, we know a lot of herbs are already medicinal. I have dandelion thanks to where I live. So I just protect some of it. I do remove a lot of it so that I can garden, but I protect some of it. I have different things that are that have health benefits. Oh, I'm growing echinacea. I started echinacea seeds as well, and they're coming in nicely. So I wanted to try turmeric, and I'm also going to try some ginger. I have lots of containers. I have one container with old soil. I had an azalea in this, and it didn't do what it needed to do. I'm going to add some worm castings to it and jazz it up with maybe a little bit more soil. I have Miracle Grow raised bed soil. I also used their, actually this is what I used for my my two garlic beds, and they're in containers. And I'm going to use the last bag that I have of this for my turmeric. I have another pot that had a plant, another house plant in it, and I may work at amending this soil a bit. It's been sitting outside all winter long. And I'll see what I do with that. But I wanted to let y'all know what I'm doing. I'm really excited about this project. I have not grown turmeric before. I tried ginger in my old house and it worked okay, but I wasn't really paying attention. I think at the end of the project, I had to move, so I didn't really get very, I don't even remember if I got any ginger from that. So I'm gonna bury this pretty deep. Let me show you the size of the hole I just dug. I'm gonna put this down in there, and the roots are supposed to come from these little nubs on the underside. So I'm gonna put that in there face down. Since this is a mix that was already, like it's a no mix, I'm not gonna amend this or add anything to it. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I was watching a lady who said that you can side dress it after a few weeks once it starts to come up. We'll see if I do that or if I need to do that. I know this is pretty good soil. But I don't know. So I'm gonna plant the second one. Hey, hi buddy. Y'all, he wants me to move because I'm sitting above his food. You need me to move? Yeah. Oh. Meow. Meow. Okay, well let me finish up and then I'll move. He said okay. Super easy. Ah, I love this. It's so nice out today too. It's like 76 today. Oh my gosh. 75, 76. Like there was snow on the ground 2 weeks ago. I will take this. I will take it, okay? I do kind of worry that my peas aren't gonna come up if it stays this warm, but it's supposed to be back in the 60s tomorrow or later this week, so I'm not too concerned. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish putting these in the pots. And that's it for me today, y'all. I've had such an amazingly productive day. I did want to also preserve my rutabagas, and I didn't get to those, but I'm about done. I'm about ready to be done. I preserved my kale. Well, I prepared my kale and started the preservation process. Oh. I also pulled my slips off my sweet potatoes and put them in water, and then started new slips. And now I'm getting my turmeric going. I'm probably gonna putter around the yard a little bit and see what's what. Of course I did other things. I didn't show you everything on camera because who does that? But I came out, gave the chickens scraps, collected eggs, did a lot of arranging of cameras and stuff. Okay, he's coming closer, y'all. Oh, hi. Hi, sweetheart. I wish y'all could see, but if I move to show you on the camera what he's doing, he will totally get up and run, but he's just stretched out. Hey, Blue. Slow blink. Hey, Blue. Meow. Oh, yeah. I know you're a sweet boy. You're a sweet boy. You're so handsome. Can I move a little? Let's see. Can I move over a little? Will you be okay with that? I'm gonna just move a little, okay? Just a little. Let me see if I go slowly this way. If you'll freak out, maybe you'll be okay. Dang it! Dang it. Oh well. He was like, I don't know what that thing is, but you turned it toward me and enough is enough, I'm out. It's okay, buddy. Now he's laying down next to the pot. Oh, Blue. Oh well. I'm gonna finish what I'm doing and oops, I will see y'all later. I'll get to my rutabagas tomorrow. All right, y'all, it's the next day. I just turned the dehydrator off. Look at these. Look at that. Crispy. Look at this guy, y'all. Let me talk before he turns the drill on. He's making my beds. I told him I wanted some frames around my garden beds. Just basic frames, so it looks a bit tidier. And he's doing it for me. Because he rocks. Thank you, homie.